Stuck in the
Welcome to a very special episode of Stuck in the Chimney. Ho, 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 ho.
Very special.
I mean the mail with our top five Christmas songs of all time.
The people have been clamoring to know what are our top fives, Casey.
That's right. So, with no further ado, let's jump into it. Number five, Mike, what song do you have?
All right, I'm going to do an honorable mention, which is against the rules, but I'm doing it anyway. Um, by the way, we're going to put a playlist of all these songs in the comments so you can listen to them if you don't already know them. But my honorable mention comes from an album that I don't know, it's I would consider it a classic. It's A Christmas Gift for You from Phil Spector.
Oh boy.
And it's not the weird, creepy Phil Spector spoken word Silent Night, although I do love that. It's not Bob B. Socks and the Blue Jeans, although I do enjoy that. It is Sleigh Ride by the Ronettes. Come on,
Nice.
man. Classic.
Nice.
But my real number five pick, um, because I just had to get an extra one in there, my actual number five pick comes from the Time Life Treasury of Christmas. And it is a little kind of obscure one. It is the song Rocking by Roger Whittaker.
You stumped me.
I think that it's actually a an older carol that Roger Whittaker is singing. You will not find it on streaming, and that is why I had to do Sleigh Ride by the Ronettes as my number five, so that we could have a nice 10-song Christmas album. But Rocking by Roger Whittaker, if you have the Time Life collection, if you know, you know.
Gotcha. I've probably passed on it a few times out there in the bins, but my number five, I was reminded of 'cause I was having a hard time coming up with five. My wife reminded me the classic hip hop Christmas. No, not New Kids on the Block, but the originators, Run DMC with Christmas in Hollis,
Strong.
which is actually a sample of another Christmas song, Backdoor Santa by Clarence Carter. So that's a double up from me there.
Wow, that's impressive, impressive. All right, excellent, good choice. My number four, I am going to have to go with. Okay, this is a bit of a. I don't know. I'm not going to say obscure, but maybe I wonder if you've heard it. This one, we're going back to either 2015 or 2016. This is a song by the band Low. Do you know the indie band Low?
Oh yeah, love them. Love.
This song is called Some Hearts, parentheses, at Christmas Time, closed parentheses. It's a good existential tearjerker.
I would imagine so. If you're feeling low on Christmas, pick yourself down some more and listen to some Low. They're a
It's
great band.
beautiful. It's really beautiful, Casey.
Oh no, they're amazing. Seriously, I'm gonna go home and listen to some Low. For my number four, I've got a classic that I think recall first from Beavis and Butthead, and that would be the Ramones trying to cash in any way they can with Merry Christmas. I don't want to fight tonight with you. Speaking of Phil Spector, 'cause
Beautiful.
Phil, he really believed in Joey. I don't know if you know this. When he did their fifth album, End of the Century, he thought Joey Ramone's voice was a voice from the 50s of the voice of unrequited love, and he thought he really could make him a star, but all he could really do was pull a gun out on Dee Dee. But anywho, Merry Christmas by the Ramones is a classic. It's so good. It's so good.
Excellent. For my number three, I'm going another modern one, Casey. This is none other than Christmas in LA by Wolfpack.
You stumped me again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, this is a jam. It's like Jackson 5 meets like virtuoso instrumentation.
Huh.
It is a hit, Casey. Christmas in LA.
Wolfpack, is this hip hop? I'm so confused right now.
Wolfpack.
Okay. Is European? It sounds German.
They're, I don't, how do you describe them? I mean, they're, oh man, funk, like kind of novelty music a little bit,
Yeah, it sounds like it.
like incredible musicians. Like they're the guys at the guitar store that are just over there shredding, and you're like, what in the world? I
Huh.
mean, that's how I see them anyway.
Okay, I'm intrigued by this one. I didn't know you're going to have such deep cuts here. My number three, I don't believe is a deep cut anymore, but certainly it used to be. You hear it every now and then when you get the hip alternative stations for Christmas, and that would be Christmas Rapping. That's rapping with a W this time, by the Waitresses. So the band infamous for kind of off-kilter vocals on "I Know What Boys Like." They have another kind of sing, kind of talky kind of one, and it's Christmas wrapping, and it's so fun. It's a good one. The waitresses are great. They really are.
This is gonna be a good playlist.
It is. It is. Did some work here.
All right. I wonder, I have a feeling that you and I are gonna have some overlap on number two and one. We'll see.
Oh yeah, but wait. Do you know Christmas wrapping?
I mean, I probably do. I don't know it by the name.
Okay, that's a good one.
All right.
Two. Yeah, I'm nervous here. We're gonna overlap on both, right?
That's not the Father Christmas give us some money, is it?
The Kinks.
Is it? Yeah, maybe.
Number two. That's my number two. Is that your number two?
No, it's not. My number
Okay.
two, my number two is Peace on earth, can
Oh,
it
yeah.
be?
Is that on anything, or this is just like you're linking a YouTube video?
Uh, you mean is it on an album?
Yeah, I think that's why I left that one off. But I mean, obviously, that's a classic YouTube clip, and
Well,
even
at
more
least
classic
on
parody.
oh yeah, the parody's great. With Farrell and John Riley, yeah. Yeah, so it's a single on Spotify, Peace on Earth, Little Drummer Boy, Bing Crosby and David Bowie. Bowie was, I mean, this video, it's if you haven't seen it, kids, you got to watch David Crosby. Uh,
Bing Crosby. Bing
I would
Crosby.
I would like to see David Crosby do that. That'd be really interesting.
That would be. I don't want to. Yeah, but anywho, yeah, Bing Crosby and David Bowie doing Little Drummer Boy. Fantastic version, and fantastic. It's great that it's a video form because just seeing them interact is amazing.
It is. It's a real treat.
And my second, as I already indicated, is Father Christmas by the Kinks, which I don't think is on an album. So, in England they're doing singles. Now, I don't know that for sure, but just a classic rock Christmas song. I mean, I don't know if that's Mike's number one. Obviously, we're going to find out. But yeah, the Kinks are brilliant and they're pretty timeless through the decades. And they even have a timeless Christmas song, Father Christmas. And that one actually gets a lot of play around this time, more and more every year. I do
I
believe.
So I'm wondering if you and I are going to have the same number one, which would be pretty cool.
Something tells me we do.
Is it by any chance Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues
Yes.
featuring Kirsty MacColl?
That is correct. Wow, I love it. We synced up on this one. This was not premeditated either. A Fairy Tale New York. The Pogues have been my favorites for one of my favorites for a very long time, and of course, the late Shane MacGowan's masterpiece that he spent, I think, a year on, Fairy Tale, is absolutely the most brilliant Christmas anti-Christmas song ever and is going to number one in Ireland every year. So,
I have to give you credit because I remember you posting about this song before it became cool to do so.
yeah, it's a whole movement behind it. I mean, it really is. When you put aside Shane MacGowan's somewhat considered obscene or very visceral lyrics, you have a very heartfelt Christmas song at the core, and you have a very heartfelt Christmas instrumentation. And what Shane set out to do with that one on their infamous "If I Should Fall from Grace with God" album is it's the peak of the Pogues, and it's a one in a lifetime band, really, and they keep gaining a lot of traction, especially because of this song. And of course, there's a ton of controversy behind it, so there's some words that people don't want to hear, especially around Christmas time. But I mean it wouldn't be a Shane MacGowan and the Pogues song unless it had those lyrics. So,
Exactly. And it has lyrics like, I've built my dreams around you. Oh my gosh.
yep, I put them with me, babe. Can't make
Ugh.
it all alone. Yep. it is a tearjerker. It encompasses a lot of the feelings and emotions of ups and downs of the Christmas time. And I think it will keep gaining traction. And it will probably keep gaining controversy. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, Shane passed a little over a year ago. Somehow made it to the very ripe old age of 60 something, which was a long time for that guy. But it is quite the song, and I'm glad we agree on this one, Mike.
Well, this means that we're gonna have a 9 song Christmas album, which is just
That's fine. You threw in that extra one. We're golden.
I know, but that's gonna have to be a bonus track. You're gonna have the vinyl to hear it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm glad Little Drummer Boy with David Bowie's out there. That was one I definitely wanted to put on my list. So
All right. Well, this is good.
yeah, I think it's really solid. I
Well,
challenge anyone out there to make a better list. I mean, it's tough. This is a tough topic.
maybe we could get a prismatic song on there for next year.
Yeah, I don't think there is one, but maybe I didn't look at the lyrics close enough. So, all
Well,
right.
everyone, we wish you all the best. Merry
Yep.
Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year. May all your dreams come true.
Maybe we finally film a Hideous Kids episode and 30th anniversary. Essentially, it was December '94. So shout out to Sam again. We're still trying to reach you, and we're not going to quit on this. So if you're listening to this Christmas topic on Christmas Day or whatever, and realizing, maybe we should put aside whatever differences we have because we're not sure what they are, and start work on the Hideous Kids story. All righty.
Bye bye.
Adios.